What's up, everyone? We'll start the stream off by reviewing one of my games. We played a game against Ezreal. I actually didn't expect myself to play against Ezreal. I thought that I had a different matchup. I think it was Azir, right? If I could maybe press tab a little bit longer here once, I can actually tell you. I can also just go back. Yeah, I thought it was Azir, but then Ezreal decided to go mid lane, which was really weird, to be honest. So that was kind of cringe. But yeah, Ezreal lane is actually quite hard, and I wanna explain how I approached this game, and it actually worked out quite well. It's really important that you don't get hit by too many Qs and auto attacks from Ezreal. It's really important that you learn how to minimize in these really hard lanes. We have to accept the fact that we are never really killing the Ezreal. Like, that's just simply not happening. Just accept that. And if he makes a mistake anyways, you can capitalize on that. But if he doesn't, I wouldn't go in too deep and just try to grab the XP and get as much farm as you can. So we have to go into the details right here. I just like literally walk back, don't get hit by anything. What's up, Meek? I'm doing great, bro. Yeah, the glasses are actually relatively new. Couple of weeks, yeah. It's really important that if you play against Ezreal, you don't get hit by too much stuff. So I walk up right here because I actually thought that I could dodge out on the Q that he's throwing, but he was actually really smart. He just walked up and used an auto attack on me. And then after that Q'd me as well when I was walking like back this route. So that was quite smart. He doesn't hit the Q though because I dodged it, but he gets another auto attack. So getting one Q right here equals 2 auto attacks basically. So it doesn't really matter if you like dodge the Q or get hit by 2 autos here. But if you would have hit the Q, that would have been really bad. Thanks, bro. Thanks a lot. And now it's actually a bit annoying because you can't ever go for these minions right here. He can walk up, he can auto attack you. I could maybe skill E and try to proc Electro on him, but that's really risky because after that you have nothing and he can run you down, so I didn't really go for that. And I see that my bot lane gets first blood. This is a really important detail. Now I walk up and I actually skill my Q because I want to Q these 3 minions. I manage to Q them and he gets 2 auto attacks off, but getting all of the 3 minions for some damage here is definitely fine. Because you can't play the lane without getting any farm, right? You have to get something. And then I just stay under tower and do nothing basically. Wait for my level 2 here, and then after that I just unempowered Q auto attack that minion by Wing forward. Okay, and right here it was actually a big mistake to go for that minion, and I even misclicked. I didn't use attack moves for some reason. I should have actually positioned myself here and then tried to hit this minion, because now I'm actually Half-Life. Like, he just chunked me really hard, which is a really big detail. But we do get 3 of those minions, and then I think I used the pot, exactly. Ezreal keeps harassing me, and I just try to get as much farm as I can. And this is actually like really bad. If Ezreal plays this well, my wave will probably push into him if he only keeps last hitting. So he can maybe even drop a freeze in this lane. This happens really often to me, but it's really hard to avoid it actually. So let's see what happens here. He actually auto-attacks the minions because he wants to push them. And I just Q these 2 creeps right here. And I W backwards because I know that after Ezreal is actually hitting his W on me, if we go back. What's up, Kairo-sama? So after Ezreal actually hit his W on me, what's going to happen is that he will E forward. And remember, you can never use your E to E into him because he has exhaust. You just lose. You just straight up lose. So he E's me, I W away, but his E was still in range and I actually lose a lot of HP again. And now I hit the minion and I also hit Ezreal. I get 1 minion here, I time my last hit exactly when he does the last hit, and that way he can't trade against me. I run away. And as you can see, my bot lane is actually quite far ahead. They are doing a great job. So I was like, okay, guys, if I chill right here, and if I just don't do anything weird, I will probably win the game automatically. There's nothing crazy that I have to do this game. And sometimes there are games like that, okay? Alright. Now I just queue those minions so I can finish this off with one auto attack. He uses E-auto. It's a great trade, but really annoying. Okay, then I walk up to auto that as well. He uses one auto again. I don't know to this day if using rock Q or like a Q generally speaking for one small ranged minion is even worth it. But I think in this case it was okay. As you can see, I am quite low, but I'm really just playing toward my Dirk power spike here. My intention is getting hit by that is unnecessary. My intention is not to kill him or anything, or like be like extremely healthy. The only thing I want to do is farm as well as I can. And right here, my reaction time was actually quite slow. I saw that Gwen is coming, and I engage, which is alright. I use E-auto, Q, and then I grab Ice, and he already used his flash right here. But I still actually use my combo after that, which is really, really bad, to be honest. So I use my WQ still, and that just wastes a lot of mana, but it is what it is. Then Ivern appears, I can't really do anything. I'm just staying here for another item, and this is like... I'm not sure if this was the right call, to be honest. If we look at this, so after this play from Gwen, I could have taken a reset right here. I would have my Dirk, and Ezreal would actually have to go back, probably. And I could also support my Gwen with Scuttle. Now that I'm staying, I can't really do anything, which is a big problem, actually. And the issue with that is I'm like staying for one more long spot here, which is not really necessary. And I waste a lot of tempo. So I think just going back would have been the better call here, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, so right here I could have queued the minion and gotten it, but I actually thought that one auto would kill as well, which makes me miss the cannon. It's really, really bad. So I queue the wave once more, use one auto attack, he gets an auto attack off again. And now I'm actually just chilling on that tower, hitting more minions here, waiting for one more wave, because that wave will actually give me the long sword. But overall, I think going back with Dirk would have been a much better play. So we try to push the wave, he doesn't really allow that. Nothing really happens here. And my bot lane just keeps crushing it. That's why I'm never really fighting this Ezreal. Like, there's no reason to fight this Ezreal. Look, I actually tried to fight him once, and it's horrible. Like, there's no way, and he didn't even use exhaust. And now I just have to dodge stuff, play extremely efficient, and don't get hit by anything. And that makes me recall, and actually makes me almost lose cannon. So without having the extra movement speed from my W and from my boots that I got, I would have missed this cannon. So yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a hard lane, and I can understand if people struggle into this, because as you can see, I struggle myself. But my CS is actually quite decent for a hard lane like that. And also, guys, remember right here, this is something I definitely want to show. If you have the minions like this, what you want to do, you want to position this way when this minion right here is low enough for your Q to actually kill. And then the hitbox is actually like this, right? So if you hit this minion with your Q, you can hit these 3 minions at the same time. And then after that, you can either W to the side with obviously with W, and then do the same thing here, auto attack this one until it's low enough, and then Q these 3. Or you actually just Q these 3, auto attack this one down, and then E away, or do whatever you want, right? But it's really important that you use your hitbox right here. So let's actually take a look at it. As you can see, like, the hitbox just hits all the 3 minions perfectly. Then I queue them again because I don't want to waste time. And then I'm taking a look at the map, and I see that there might be a play bot lane. So I run bot here. And then the lane just continues. My bot lane is still ahead. So if I just keep farming like this, which I'm doing, I'm definitely doing, like, fine. And Briar actually decides to go in really ham here, but I was like, yeah, let's not do that. So I didn't even follow up at all. I got the cannon here. Briar goes for the Ezreal. I tried to E onto him, but I think he flashes. Yeah, exactly. Also, he exhausted me. And then Briar just does her thing, and I eventually follow up. Yeah, it is what it is. I think this is fine. And now I just auto tag that minion, Q the wave, and run bot here. But they managed to get the double kill bot lane by themselves, so we just run back into the lane and keep farming. As you can see, I like couldn't even manage to get a single kill because this lane is really hard to play. So I just had to minimize and let my team do their job. Let's now move on. We keep farming here, nothing really happens. And then I see that Ezreal is still mid lane. I see that Ivern is invading together with Driven. And I see that Gwen is right there. And now I'm like, okay, I can probably one-shot this Ivern here. Auto, Q, W, E, Q. And I almost kill, but Briar actually gets the kill in the end. But yeah, it's alright. And then we just run back into lane. And let's see how we play this fight against the Riven. So Riven gets stunned right here. And I just Q, W, Q. I don't know why my W didn't dash. Because I actually wanted to EQ her. But I guess it still worked out. Sometimes it's just bugged like that. I have no idea why. Okay, we get a kill, we run back into lane. Zeri is doing Zeri things. I get one small trade into Ez, and now my lane assignment is definitely bot. There is no way for me to go anywhere else. So we push this wave right here, we push another wave. And this was probably a problem. You have to understand your role in the game, and my role as Qiyana this game is not to be 10-0 and like carry the game. That's not my role. My role with Qiyana is to protect this Zeri and peel her from the enemies because she's the win condition. And this gets more and more important the higher you get. And I actually saw that my bot lane is diving and I still decided to go for one more wave. What I should be doing is actually sitting mid right here after I push this one initial wave and then cover my Zeri from the upcoming engages here, right? And I think that Zeri actually dies here, and this is quite game changing because Riven actually flashes her. Zeri dies, I use an EQ flash onto the Riven, but Zeri has died. We like gave a huge shutdown to Riven, a 1k shutdown, and this is not good at all. Okay, so we push another wave, we go bot again. And now let's actually see how we play this fight against Azir. So he tried to, I don't know what he was trying, to be honest. Honestly, he could have just W'd and then EQ'd that way, and as soon as I run onto him, he can actually just army to the side, and then I don't get anything, right? But he decided to do something really weird. He decided to W away that way, and then use R immediately instead of holding it. And now I can actually just auto-attack him, wait until he walks too close to a wall, and then use R auto, Q, W, EQ, finish him off with one auto-attack, and that's about it. I mean, I played that pretty much perfectly, but he also misplayed like really hard, so he made it really easy for me to kill. Okay, and now let's actually see. We run mid lane here. Do nothing, basically. W over, auto attack. And now I think I just finished the kill off with Q, exactly. And that's basically about it, yeah. We go back here because there was nothing else to do. My Zeri dies again bot lane. I don't know if I should have covered her here, but they are like going ham, as you can see on the minimap. They're going ham and I'm still here, so it's probably not my fault, to be honest. But I should be running mid lane and not bot, because now Azir is probably getting the mid lane tower, unless my Gwen obviously comes, but most of the time junglers are not doing that. So yeah. And now I see that Ezreal actually overextends here, and I just go for the kill. I think I EQ him here. WQ. Yeah, exactly. Could have used Rock Dead to finish him off immediately, but just a small detail. Okay. I pushed the wave bot and I reset, so we are actually ready for Drake. And now I just used EQ, WQ, Profane. Yeah, this is like simple. If people are actually inting like this, there are a couple of combos that you can use. Let's actually go over it like pretty quickly. So you can either Q him and then use W onto this wall, for example, right? And then you can EQ him, and you have to use your E immediately after pressing W, and that way you actually cancel your W animation. And this will actually just like basically kill him. If you are fed, you can always do that. Another thing you can do if he is not fed, if he actually walks like this into the bush, he wants to place a ward. So you actually don't have time to wait for him to walk here. And then just like Q him, right? Oh, excuse me. So what you actually have to do is you have to E in, R him onto this wall. So basically ER, and then you have to follow up with QWQ, auto attack, and then Profane. You always want to use Profane in the end. That is a really nice combo that you can use if you are not as fed and you actually have to use your R. So let's move on. This is actually enough though. And did I kill the brand? Probably not, right? Let's see how I played this though. So I ER him. I auto attack the wave for whatever reason, and then I use Q Profane. I think I used Profane too early though. Let's take a look at this. I ER Q Profane. No, I actually used it like quite well, I think. He just doesn't die. Yeah, I just lack damage here to kill him, I guess. Yeah, it is what it is. We don't kill. I think I could have auto-tagged him though. So right here, after queuing over, I can ER him. I can walk up to him while he's actually getting pushed back into the wall. Then use one auto attack and then finish off with Q and Profane, right? So that would have killed the brand here. But as you can see, we are like 23-7 here, so there's no point to keep the review up. I think that's good for this game. We just went for objectives and then basically ended the game. So I think this is good, and now we can move on to the next review.